percentage. And also, they were in the top 10 when it came to fast break points. I mean, they weren't afraid to play the game at a fast pace and run a little bit.
And you go back to their passing, just a fun style to watch. And I think it really helped the chemistry. A team that shared and played for each other, that always gives you an edge.
There's the bucket, good. Bryant's got 5 points so far.
Scoring-wise, a really sluggish start for him, guys. I mean, just 2 for 7 overall.
Humphries. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
They double-team Kobe. So it's the Lakers now. Bass passes to Russell. Kobe attacking. Bass with it. Now guarded by Gortat. Clock at 4. A baseline J. That's short off the rim. Here's Neal. And Washington again with the bucket.
Assist goes to Roger Gortat.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Wizards as they... The second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
Taking a look at the Wizards. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Nene is out there with Jared Dudley. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. Last season at both sides of the coin for the Wizards. Started out very hot, but then just could not keep it going.
Well, you know, the start was extremely hot. 19-6, which tied a franchise best, that record. And after that, though, they played close to 500 ball the rest of the time.
Randall's checked in for the Lakers. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Russell. Wall draws the double, and it's blocked. The dive for the ball. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Nene, the screen. Here's Dudley. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Dudley's got his first bucket of the night. Lakers trail by 6. Clarkson kicks to Hibbert. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. From 17 feet out. Rebound the Lakers. And of course, game 1 of the season gives them their first real look at the Wizards. Young against Beal. Poked loose. One-on-one fast break. Looking for Wall. He gets it there. Here's Nene. Rebound by Williams.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Back to Hibbert. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere. And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
It's Wall with the drive.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
The dish to Nene. Oubre with it, and Young picks him up defensively. And good on the basket. Book it. And now a 6-point Washington lead.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too. You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Sacre is checked in for Roy Hibbert. And then for Washington, Chris Humphries has checked in for Dudley. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Oubre. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Brandon Bass is checked in for Julius Randle. Bryant comes in for Williams. And it's Russell in for Clarkson. Then for the Wizards, Gortat's checked in for Nene. Gary Neal comes in for Bradley Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall.
Well, clearly the Lakers were not a great team. I mean, they did have one of their better bench units last season. They led the league in points off the bench, but that was more an indictment of the quality of the starters than the firepower of the bench.
Neal's shot is off. And it's blocked. Pass to Sessions. Kicks it to Humphries. Feeds to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. They swipe it. Pulls up. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And a look here at how the Lakers ranked in the NBA last season. 5th in fewest turnovers per game. 5th in second chance points. And they were in the top half of the league in team rebounding as well. I think that speaks to the fact that this team aggressively goes after the basketball at every position.
Yeah, and the stat I look to, though, is the low turnovers. They did such a great job of limiting their mistakes, really maximizing their opportunities offensively.
Last year, the Lakers did have some firepower off the bench. A lot of players would see their roles shift during the year, as you might expect for a team trying to find the right combination.
Yeah, they were also near the top in the league in bench minutes played. So whether you start or come off the bench last year in L.A., you'll see plenty of action.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Both free throws good from Marcin Gortat. 27 seconds left to play here in the half. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Russell dishes to Sacre. Russell again. Sessions. Shot clock at 5. And here's Young from the arc. Offensive rebound. And the quarter ends with some stifling and a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Wizards lead by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Is our #1 concern. In the event an emergency evacuation of Staples Center becomes necessary, please walk calmly out and away from the facility.
And it's been a back and forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
Yeah, how about that first half? He's already scored more points than he averages on the season.
Yeah, he's on pace for a monster game. It's too bad he can't score like this every night.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Clarkson at point with Kobe. They're the backcourt. Julius Randle is out there with Roy Hibbert, and it's Young in at the small forward. That's Byron Scott's 5 as we get into the second half. Looking at the Wizards, they weren't as lauded as other teams last season, but the Wizards were a ferocious group on defense. Numbers support that. Their activity, Greg, could really bother teams.
Yeah, I mean, on the surface, oftentimes people look at them and think offense, but it really was, to your point, Kevin, the defense was the strength of that group. I mean, they do get out in transition, but it was the defense, I thought, that really allowed them to become elite.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder, and that's exactly what that play looks to be.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Lakers making a change here. Williams is checked in. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Nene, the screen. It's Wall with.
Oh! That athletic.
Yeah.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
5 on the clock. Here's Clarkson. And the rebound goes to Nene. Washington leading now by 6. Wall passes to Nene. Back to Wall. He kicks to Dudley. Looking for Wall. He gets it there. Dudley dishes to Wall. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Oubre is checked in for Washington. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Stolen by Nene. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. And finished off by Oubre.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Beal with the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Hibbert. Pass comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Russell in for Jordan Clarkson. Oubre can't get it to go.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim. And for the Lakers, obviously the big get for them was landing the #2 overall pick in the draft. Getting a quality big to add to a roster with Kobe is huge. It made them a player, again, I believe, in free agency. And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I